Really do. I mean, you know that from jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu people are some of the nicest people ever. You get a very high percentage of great people. Very high percentage.
I've had it said to me by a few coaches that the black belt itself has the highest deviation in range and ability than any other belt leading up to it.
Oh, for sure. If you think about, like, the guys that keep going way past that, we were talking earlier, we were making these analogies about scratch golfers. Mm-hmm. And I was like, when you were saying that a scratch golfer is like a black belt, and that someone was saying it was like a purple belt. Yeah, you were saying, no, it's like a black belt. And then I think what some people don't know is there's black belts, and then there's black belts. You know, there's Marcelo Garcias, where you roll with them, you're like, what am I doing? Like, why am I even doing this?
I've heard other black belts describe experiences like that. It's the same thing. Like, I rolled with that guy and he made me feel like a white belt. And that dude has more stripes on his belt than you can count.
Yes.
Like, how the fuck is that possible?
How is that possible? I mean, that was always the case with Rickson. Rickson, when he would do seminars, he would teach seminars, and then he would teach these black belts the finer points of techniques and things that they didn't even know. Like, these guys are black belts, and he's showing them, this is why, and then you put your position, and this, and then they're like, holy shit. Like, now all of a sudden light bulbs go off, and you realize you've been doing this one position wrong, a very simple position. Maybe it's a guard pass, maybe it's a triangle, whatever it is. He would do this. He would teach these black belts, blow them away. And then he would line them up and roll with them.
Just smash them.
One after another. And these guys would wait. So they'd be warming up and stretching out, and they'd watch him go to town with these assassins. So you go, oh, I'm fifth. Maybe I'll have a chance. Maybe he'll be tired. He never gets tired because he never puts in any effort. Have you ever seen, there's videos of Rickson. We could pull up a video of Rickson rolling with a series of black belts. This is the Rickson samurai days. This is when he was the motherfucker. He used to wear his hair in like a samurai bun. He was all in, bro.
That's cultural appropriation.
A little bit, but I think he can do it. He's Rickson Gracie. If anybody has the spirit of a samurai, it's that guy.
So Henry is one of his first American black belts. He has stories of world champions coming in and just getting fuck started.
Yeah.
Like putting their belt in the garbage can on the way out.
Paulo Filho said that. Paulo Filho said that when he was a WEF, or what was it? Which organization was he world champion of? He was a world champion of one of the organizations that the UFC acquired. I forget which one. I'm having a brain fart. But anyway, Paulo Filho, who was fought in Pride, he was a legit black belt. He submitted a lot of fucking people. He submitted Melvin Manhoef in a crazy fight. And in his prime, he went and rolled with Rickson. He's like, the stories are all true. The stories are all true. Which is hard to believe, you know, like that there's this one guy that is just so far above. Yeah. He also had this like thing about him too, the spiritual aspect, the meditation and the yoga. It freaked people out, you know, like when they were actually rolling with him. It freaks them out. They're like, Jesus Christ, this is Rickson Gracie.
I've spent a lot of time traveling around going to Henry's seminars so I get to pick his brain. And I've been there when somebody's asked him, like, so, you know, how long when you were training with Rickson until you were able to, you know, tap him out? And after he got up off the floor laughing, he's like, I never scored a point on that guy.